Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving into the details of a truly fascinating and potentially valuable coin, the 1968 Lincoln penny. You might have one hiding in your collection that could be worth, pause for emphasis, $1 million. So stick around as we reveal what makes this penny so special, rare, and valuable. 1968 was an incredible year in American history. The United States was in the midst of social change, and meanwhile, the U.S. Mint was busy producing pennies at several locations. After a long break, the Mint reintroduced the S-Mint mark for coins produced in San Francisco. This move added a new collectible factor to coins from this era. The 1968 Lincoln cent features Abraham Lincoln's profile on the obverse side, designed by Victor D. Brenner, a familiar face on all pennies since 1909. But not all 1968 pennies are created equal, and some are worth much more than others. Close-up shots of a 1968 penny, pointing to the mint mark, date, and other distinguishing features. Alright, so what makes some of these coins worth a small fortune? Let's break down the factors that make this 1968 penny stand out. First, the mint mark. This S signifies it was minted in San Francisco. And while this penny isn't uncommon, there are specific variations that make certain coins rare. Coin errors can be a game changer in the world of numismatics. In the 1968 penny, errors like double dies on the obverse or reverse, repunched mint marks, and die cracks can significantly increase the coin's value. One particular error to look out for is doubling on Lincoln's face or the date. This error, known as a double die, happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, creating a ghost-like shadow effect. Condition is everything in the coin world. Even the smallest difference in quality can mean thousands of dollars. For example, a 1968 Lincoln penny in circulated condition might only be worth a few cents, but if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, we're talking mint state 65 or higher, the value skyrockets. In higher grades, this coin can fetch thousands, and in rare cases, top-quality error coins have sold for hundreds of thousands at auction. It's all about that condition and rarity. So, how can you tell if your 1968 penny is valuable? Start by inspecting the coin closely with a magnifying glass or even a smartphone camera. Look for signs of doubling, especially on the date and mint mark. Also, check if it's in good shape, minimal wear, shiny surfaces, and no visible scratches are good indicators of a higher grade. There have been some impressive sales of 1968 pennies, especially those with errors or in top conditions. At auctions, collectors are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes into the hundreds of thousands, or even more for rare, high-quality pieces. Imagine finding one of these gems in your pocket change. So, there you have it, the 1968 Lincoln penny. This little coin holds big potential for collectors. Check your collections, ask your family, and you just might discover a valuable piece of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more coin treasures. We're diving into the mystery of the 1973 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Yep, you heard that right. A simple penny that could be worth a fortune. Could one of these be sitting in your pocket change right now? Let's find out. First, let's talk a bit about this 1973 Lincoln penny. For those who might not know, Lincoln pennies have been around since 1909, but what makes the 1973 penny unique? The ones minted in Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark, which is standard. But due to certain rare errors and a bit of mystery surrounding some pennies from this year, certain 1973 pennies could be worth an astounding amount. So, how do you know if you have the right penny? Here's what to look for. 1. The first thing is there's no mint mark. So if you see a D or S, it's not the one we're looking for. 2. Pennies in top condition, known as MS or mint state, are especially valuable. Even small scratches can affect the value, so keep an eye out for a pristine coin. 3. Check the coin's details closely. In rare cases, unique errors like double dies or off-center strikes can make this penny skyrocket in value. Now, why on earth would a 1973 penny be worth $1 million? It comes down to a combination of rarity, condition, and the demand among collectors. Rare error coins or even unique clean strikes in exceptional condition are what really drive up the price. Coins that have been certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC often fetch the highest prices. To really bring this home, let's talk about some real-life examples. Recently, a few rare Lincoln pennies from various years with unique errors have sold for thousands, and some close to $1 million. Collectors are always on the hunt for the next great find, and a 1973 penny in top condition with a rare error could be just the ticket. So, how can you check if your 1973 penny is worth big bucks? Start by inspecting it carefully. Then, if it looks promising, consider sending it to a grading company for professional evaluation. Many collectors also turn to online communities or coin experts to get an idea of value before committing to grading. Alright, so there you have it. The 1973 no-mint mark Lincoln penny could be worth more than you ever imagined. Who knows, you might just have one lying around. Be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if you think you've struck penny gold. And remember, keep checking your change. Who knows what treasures you might find. We're talking about a common-looking coin that could actually be worth a small fortune, the 1979 Lincoln cent. Could you have one worth $1 million? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why this coin could be insanely valuable. So let's break it down. The 1979 Lincoln cent was minted in Denver, as the D below the date shows. While billions of these pennies were produced, a few rare and unique versions stand out. What makes one of these coins worth so much? It's all about special characteristics that turn everyday pennies into collectible treasures. Alright, here are the top 3 factors that could make your 1979 penny worth a lot of money: mint errors, grade and condition, and collector demand. First, let's talk about mint errors. These mistakes, like doubling on the date or a filled-in mint mark, can make coins super valuable. With the 1979 penny, some rare errors, like a double die or off-center strike, can boost its worth tremendously. These errors happen when there's a problem during the minting process, and they're usually one of a kind. If you spot an error like doubling on 1979 or the D, you might be holding on to something very special. Close-up of potential error examples with animated circles highlighting areas to look at on the coin. ***. Next up, condition. Coin collectors use a grading system from PUR, P, to mint state, MS70, to determine a coin's quality. Higher grades, especially anything mint state 65 or above, can significantly increase value. If your 1979 penny is in pristine condition, no scratches, dings, or tarnishing, it could be one of the rare few that collectors will pay a premium for. Examples of pennies in different conditions, with an explanation of what to look for in grading, ***. Lastly, demand. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for specific dates and mint marks. For instance, some 1979 pennies with rare errors or exceptional grades are highly sought after, and as demand grows, so does the coin's value. The more unique and well-preserved your penny is, the higher the demand, and the higher the price. Charts or headlines showing past sales of rare pennies, with prices highlighted, ***. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable 1979 penny? First, grab a magnifying glass and examine the coin closely, checking for any mint errors, doubling, or a super clear D-mint mark. Then, look at the overall condition. The fewer scratches, the better. If it seems like you've got something special, consider sending it to a professional grading service, like PCGS or NGC, to get an official grade and find out its true value. Imagine finding out your ordinary penny is worth thousands or even $1 million. So check those coins carefully, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who might have one of these pennies lying around. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to channel Rare Penny Coins and ring that notification bell to stay updated on all our coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Want to learn more about rare coins? Click on one of these videos here to keep exploring coins that could make you a fortune. we're diving into a surprising treasure that could be hiding in your pocket change right now. We're talking about the 1981 Lincoln penny with no mint mark that could be worth a small fortune. Yes, you heard it right. This 1-cent coin might actually be worth $1 million. First things first, let's clarify what makes this coin so special. The 1981 Lincoln penny is a common coin, or so it seems. But there are rare conditions and unique features that can turn this penny into an incredible find. Today, we'll go through what makes the 1981 no mint mark penny valuable, how to identify it, and how much collectors are willing to pay for it. Most 1981 pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark on pennies that year. So if you find a penny from 1981 without a mint mark, it's not necessarily rare on its own. But there's a twist. Some pennies from this year have remarkable qualities that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Struck in Philadelphia. Primarily copper. Designed by Victor D. Brenner, continuing the iconic Lincoln penny tradition. The real value of the 1981 penny comes from two key factors: condition and rarity. Collectors are especially interested in coins that are graded as mint state or better. This means they have no scratches, wear, or tarnishing. If you've got an uncirculated 1981 penny in pristine condition, it's like gold to collectors. No scratches or wear, doubling, off-centering, or unique luster. But there's more. Some 1981 pennies have rare errors that can make them worth even more. Look closely for any signs of doubling in the letters or numbers, or any unusual flaws. These tiny mistakes happen during the minting process and can add thousands of dollars to the value of the coin. Letters or numbers appear doubled. The coin's design is misaligned. Small cracks visible on the coin. So, how much can you really make from a 1981 penny? Coins in perfect mint state condition or with unique errors have fetched thousands, and sometimes even millions, of dollars at auction. Recently, high-quality 1981 pennies have sold for impressive amounts, with the most flawless examples attracting top bids. Wondering if you have a valuable 1981 penny? First, check your coin's condition. Look for any errors or unique features. If you think you've struck gold, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service, like PCGS or NGC, to know its true worth. Remember, in coin collecting, patience and knowledge pay off. Keep an eye on your spare change and watch out for those rare pennies. You never know when you'll stumble upon a hidden treasure. Thanks for joining us on this coin hunting adventure. Be sure to subscribe for more insights into valuable coins, and let us know in the comments if you've found any unique treasures in your collection. We're diving into a hidden gem that might just be sitting in your coin jar, the 1986 Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark. That's right, this little penny could be worth a fortune, so stay tuned to find out why this coin is so valuable and how you can identify one. First, let's talk a bit about the history of the 1986 Lincoln penny. This penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, a design that ran from 1959 to 2008. In 1986, these pennies were struck mainly at two major mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Most of them from Philadelphia have no mint mark, but what sets some of these 1986 pennies apart is their condition and some very specific characteristics. Some collectors are willing to pay a fortune for certain versions. Now, let's get to the big question. Why is this penny worth so much? Well, certain no mint mark 1986 pennies in pristine condition have sold at auctions for mind-blowing amounts, sometimes even approaching $1 million. And what makes a seemingly common coin so valuable? It's a combination of condition, rarity, and demand from collectors. The first thing collectors look for in valuable coins is the condition. This is where coin grading comes into play. If your 1986 penny is in MS or mint state condition, it means it has never been in circulation and has no visible scratches, marks, or wear. MS 67 or MS 68 grades, close to perfect, are incredibly rare for 1986 pennies without a mint mark and can make your coin much more valuable. Not sure how your penny stacks up? You might consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll evaluate your coin's quality and assign it an official grade, which can make a huge difference in its value. But that's not all. Some 1986 pennies also have unique errors that can drive up their worth even more. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet flaws can make these coins rare collectibles. If you spot any unusual features, you might just have an error penny on your hands. So, where should you look to find one of these high-value pennies? Start by digging through your coin collection, change jar, or even asking friends and family if they have any old pennies lying around. A lot of valuable coins are hiding in plain sight. Now, if you think you have one of these rare 1986 no-mint mark pennies, how do you cash in? Your best option is to have it graded and then look at auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, where high-end collectors go to find unique coins. Online platforms like eBay are also options, but certified coins tend to bring in higher prices. Who knew that a single penny could be worth so much? If you've got a 1986 penny lying around, take a closer look. It could be hiding real value. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on more tips about coins that could make you rich. We're diving deep into the story of the 1995 D. Lincoln penny. Yes, a penny that could make you rich. The 1995 D. Lincoln penny might look like any regular penny at first glance, but for coin collectors, it's one of the most sought-after coins. Minted in Denver, the D on the coin represents this special mint mark. But what makes some of these coins worth a fortune? Let's find out. First, let's talk about why 1995 was a fascinating year for the Lincoln penny. The U.S. Mint had high production numbers, but among these coins, a rare few were minted with errors or unique features that set them apart. This is what collectors are on the hunt for. Now, let's talk about what makes a 1995 D penny special. Certain coins from this year were struck with unique errors, especially doubling errors, where some details appear slightly duplicated. This error is sometimes seen in the text, like in Liberty or In God We Trust, and it's this rarity that sends the value skyrocketing. Look closely at the D mint mark. Some collectors believe specific variations or defects in this mint mark add even more value. If you have a 1995 D penny, compare it with an average penny to see if it has unusual characteristics. So, how much could you make from finding one of these rare 1995 D pennies? Recently, collectors have paid thousands, even up to $1 million, for coins with unique features and impeccable condition. Coins that are well preserved and graded highly by experts, especially those with unique errors, can command serious cash. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. To reach those high prices, you'll want a grade of MS65 or higher, meaning the coin looks almost untouched. The better the grade, the higher the price. Think you might have one? Here's what to do. First, examine the penny under bright light or with a magnifying glass. Look for doubling in the lettering or any unusual defects. Then, consider sending it to a coin grading service to find out the exact grade of your penny. If it's a high grade or has rare errors, you might have $1 million coin in your hand. Before you spend that 1995 D penny, give it a close look. And if you think you have something valuable, contact a local coin dealer or grading service to verify its worth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on more treasure hunting tips and coin secrets. Who knows, you might be carrying a fortune right now.